women's 100-meter hurdles is almost ready to go. The barriers are out on the track, and here is a very, very strong field. There were 4 Jamaican men in that 100 meters final 40 minutes ago. Well, there are 4 Canadian women in this 100-meter hurdles. The world's numbers 2, 3, and 4 in the rankings at the moment in this race. And Sally Pearson, the world number 1, is missing the Australian. There's Nia Ali, World University Games champion last year, and NCAA champion, the American. She goes in 1. Brigitte Felicien, world champion back in 2003 and world champion the following year. The Canadian goes in 2. Then Kelly Wells, world number 3 this year, in very good form. The first World Championships last year in Daegu, but she failed to finish the final. Brigitte Foster-Hylton, the world champion in 2009, only 6th in the last Olympic Games, but world number 2 this year, the Jamaican. She goes in 4. And there's Priscilla Lopez-Schleep, back from having a baby last September. Congratulations to her. She's the 4th fastest already in the world this year, the Canadian. And Nikita Holder, close to her personal best last week. She was a 6th last year at the World Championships, the Canadian. Felicia George, another Canadian, who was 7th in that World Championship final last year, the 24-year-old, best of 12.86 this year. And completing the lineup there, the Pan Am Games champion from last season, the American Yvette Lewis, goes in lane 8. Well, expecting most of the action to come from lanes 2, 3, 4, and 5. Felicien, Wells, Foster-Hylton, and Lopez-Schleep. Of course, well, Lopez-Schleep's been gone, so Sally Pearson has risen to an astronomically dominant 100-meter hurdler. Already in great form this year, 12.49 in Melbourne back in early March. Can these women get anywhere near 12.50 tonight? Nia Ali in 1, Felicien goes in 2, Kelly Wells 3, Foster-Hylton 4, Lopez-Schleep 5, Holder in 6, Felicia George 7, Yvette Lewis in lane 8. Away they go. Good start there in lane 3 from Kelly Wells, but she hit that first barrier pretty hard, coming through strongly as Foster-Hylton in the red there in 4th. Foster-Hylton leading. Priscilla Lopez-Schleep on the near side. Got some chasing to do, but Foster-Hylton going well clear, and that's a comfortable win. Good rally there from Kelly Wells to come through for 3rd place after hitting that first barrier. Winning time 12.58. Well, Brigitte Foster-Hylton, world champion in 2009, 2nd fastest in the world this year. Not as quick as she has been. She's run 12.51 already this season. That was in Jamaica just a week ago in Kingston. 12.60, in fact, it's rounded up to. But that was a very, very crisp piece of hurdling against a strong field. She stayed calm. Again, it's a rhythm event. Get to the first barrier well, and she wasn't intimidated by Kelly Wells, who was so quick out of the blocks to her left in lane 3, Steve. Kelly Wells put paid to her own chances of winning with hitting the first barrier. I think we might see that now. Watch, 3rd from right.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start from Brigitte Foster-Hylton. You're right, 1 or 2 others there with an untidy race. Lopez-Schleep didn't really get into it herself. I think she was affected by Holder at the front. I mean, there's no doubting the sort of form she's in. Whatever youth fountain she's going to, 37 years of age. I mean, I'd like to find out where it is, because she is running as well as ever. And she's run 12.51 last week, 12.6 here. Looking really good indeed. Kelly Wells here. Thought she might have put her on a little bit more pressure. Run pretty solidly. And Lopez-Schleep, who is, I'm sure, delighted to have already found that good early season form after having, as you said, last season out to, I think it was in the autumn, wasn't it, you said, when she had a baby, her daughter. But Foster-Hylton in superb form, and it'd be great to, it's going to be a great event come the Olympics. Sally Pearson, of course, had a superb year last year, but all of the challenges will be there for her, and if she falters even slightly, it's going to be such a close run thing. And there are so many contenders for medals. Really looking forward to that for quite a while into the season.
The men's 400 metres then, and there's the field. Lashawn Merritt, the Olympic champion, goes in lane 4. Outside him, Martin Rooney of Great Britain, man who is in very, very good form. He's in 2nd place in the world rankings behind Merritt. Thomas Schneider, European indoor 400 metres silver medalist last year for Germany, goes in 1. Rabah Youssef, the All-Africa Games champion last year, goes in lane 2 for Sudan, a semi-finalist at the World Championships back in 2009. Then in lane 3, Tabari Henry, semi-finalist in the last Olympic Games. 4th, both World Indoors and World Outdoor Championships to his name. There is Lashawn Merritt. world champion in 2009 after that Olympic gold. Then, of course, served a 21-month suspension to July last year. He came out and took second place at the World Championships last year. There is Martin Rooney, in good form, the Briton, the world #2 this year. He was 6th in the last Olympic Games, but he hasn't really moved on, the Londoner. This may be his year. He's already under 45 seconds, the first Briton to do so for a couple of years. Santos goes in lane 6 for Dominica. Still a junior, only 18 years old, that youngster. Taylor, the Olympic champion twice at 400-meter hurdles, goes in lane 7, but he's a quick performer. 44.05 his personal best. Huge, powerful man, Taylor, in 7. And then Calvin Smith. Yes, if the name's familiar, he's the son of the great Calvin Smith, the sprinter of the 1980s. Has a gold medal from the World Indoor Championships long relay back in March this year. So watch Santos, the youngster of Dominica, in lane 6. He's just 18 years old. Last year he improved from 45.9 to 44.7. Quite astonishing. Line up from the inside against Schneider of Germany in 1, Yusuf of Sudan 2, Tabari Henry of the St. Vincent in 3. Then Lashawn Merritt of USA 4, Martin Rooney, Great Britain 5, Santos Dominica 6, Taylor 7, Calvin Smith lane 8. Merritt's in 4. Now watch Lashawn Merritt, very quick out of the blocks. There was Tabari Henry in lane 3, but Lashawn Merritt's already with a very quick 200 metres to his name last week in the Cayman Islands. That was a 20.1. If he can get his effort right here, this could be a special performance from Merritt, who's a lovely looking runner. There he is, third from left as you see that shot. High knees from the American. Rooney is a tall figure. He's about 2 metres tall. That's who Merritt is chasing, and out in lane 5. They come around the bend, and Angelo Taylor's gone off pretty strongly on the outside there, the big man. The dark strip to the left of picture. Also going well as Santos, the youngster of Dominica in the blue. He's leading at the moment, but here comes the Olympic champion, Lashawn Merritt. Rooney's not having a good one so far. He normally finishes strongly, but look at Merritt. This is a strong finish from him. Wins by 5 metres and going away, 44.19. And the youngster, Santos, taking second place. Okay, a few metres down, but I'm sure he'll have gone under 45 seconds there, and that will be a season's best for the youngster. But Lashawn Merritt, well, if ever a warning needed to be fired out around the wires of his intent this year to retain his Olympic 400-meter title, and the high likelihood that he will, and that was it just then. 44.19 for Lashawn Merritt. It is confirmed, a meeting record yet again, and the fastest time in the world this year by some margin.
Well, yes, watch out Karani James, because Merritt looks in superb form. Rooney started quickly, certainly through the first 150. Didn't work so well around the bend and found himself way down on Merritt. But then Merritt was looking across at Santos, the young 18-year-old, who just didn't quite have the strength of the American. Angela Taylor finished quickly as well. But look at Merritt here. Knees aren't coming up quite as much now, but the arms are still driving nicely, holding his form. And 44.19, you can be forgiven for looking a little tired in the last 20 metres. But yes, that is really good. And there aren't going to be many people running anywhere near that. Once you get under the 44.5s, and particularly if you've got rounds as well, you know Merritt has the strength, has the speed. He's already run a quick 200 this year, 20.1. And that is a meeting record world lead. And you have a feeling if he gets much quicker than that, then as I said, Karani James will have a real fight on his hands.